Yeah. Hi guys. Today another important topic which is 1000 MCQs, innovative MCQs for the coming 2026 NEET. Okay. We are going to discuss the body fluids and circulation. Today topic is the first question. First question, the second heart sound dub is associated with. This is PYQ guys. Okay. It is looking like very simple but it is PYQ question. Okay. Yeah. Opening of AV valves, closure of semi-lunar valves or contraction of atria, ejection of blood from into the atria. Okay. Opening of AV valves, it is not at all the dub, which is the valves closed only, there is a sound which is dub. Okay. Yeah. Closure of semi-lunar valves, lub is different, a dub is different. Okay. Dub, if come to the closing of the semi-lunar valves. Okay. The option B is the right answer for this question. Okay. Yes. Come to the next question. Yeah. A person ECG lacks a P wave, it suggests. Okay. This is the application oriented question. Okay. Yeah. Application oriented question. Yeah, the lack of the P wave, a person, the ventricular contraction is absent, ACA node is not function, AV node is blocked and atrial relaxation is not occurring. This is application oriented question. Application question. Okay, guys, just look into here. First, what is ventricular contraction? Okay, what is ventricular contraction? ACA node is not function. What is ACA node? What is AV node? And atrial relaxation is what? Okay, you must know these concepts. Okay, then it is easily understand the ECG. Okay, yeah. What is this scenario is I am going to explain. This is heart, atria, this is atria, ventricle, this is left, right. Okay. So, ventricular contraction is absent. This is the wave, ECG wave. Okay. First, where heart started the stimulation, this is the place where heart started the impulses, ACA node. This can be start the signals. Okay, first signals it can be start and pass the signal into the ventricle side, that is AV node, here located AV node. The end of the right atria, between the right atria and right ventricle there is a wall, there is a AV node. The signals pass from the SA node to the AV node, then the signals carry forward throughout the heart, the signals carry forward. Like this caudate tendinae muscles and Purkinje fibers are the fibers, they can pass the signals into the throughout the heart. Mean if the blood can pump, blood can pump from atria to the ventricle like this. Yeah, if ventricle contraction is absent and SCA node is not functioning. So, first the wave which is started here, P wave which is started here, okay, where SCA node is relevant to the first stimulation of heart. First contraction is started where SCA node, mean signals pass from the SCA node, P wave, okay. P, Q, R, S, T, like this the wave pass, okay. This is Q, R, S complex, this is the T wave. Q, R, P, first P wave state that SCA node will be started the signals, and there is a blood enter into the ventricles where there is a atrial contraction is going to take place. Atrial contraction, SCA node working here, the P wave described, SCA node function and this atrial contraction P wave described. This is about the P wave. SCA node function started and atrial contraction is going to take place. If the atrial contraction going to take place, the blood which is enter into the ventricle, okay. If the blood enter into the ventricle going to start contraction, the blood push away from the ventricle, So, the QRS complex, okay, QRS complex shows ventricle contraction this is called ventricular depolarization. This is atrial depolarization. This is ventricle depolarization, and T wave says ventricular relaxation. Repolarization. So, answer is what here? P wave lacks P wave, that is SCA node. SCA node is not functioning properly. This is what the right answer here. Okay, I hope you guys understand well this. Okay, next question. Yeah, a calcium ions are removed from the blood samples. The blood will not clot because of calcium ions. If they remove calcium ions, this is innovative question from clotting, blood clotting. Calcium ions are the blood clotting factors. Blood clotting factor. Factor number 4. Factor number 4. Okay, blood clotting factor. The answer is platelets disintegrate. No, it is not about the platelets at all. It is about the blood clotting. Fibrinogen is not formed. No. Fibrinogen is formed in the action of thrombin. Fibrinogen is formed in the presence of thrombin. In the presence of thrombin, fibrinogen is formed into the fibrin. Heparin is may active. Heparin is the anticoagulant. Heparin is anticoagulant. Prothrombin is not converted into the thrombin. This is what the answer. Prothrombin converted into the thrombin. Calcium ion converted into the thrombin. Okay, if the thrombin, which is helps to fibrinogen, converted into the fibrin in the presence of thrombin. This is soluble inactive form. Nogen mean inactive. Nogen mean inactive. This is active form and it is insoluble. Okay, this is the calcium ion encourage fibrinogen inactive from into the active thrombin. Okay, guys, it is the blood clotting. So the innovative question, if the remove of the calcium ions, the calcium ion is mainly blood clotting factor. If you know this, the answer is easily, because of you can eliminate the heparin is anticoagulant, that is quite opposite. Platelet is irrelevant option, and this is the fibrinogen is relevant to the thrombin, that is prothrombin is converted into the thrombin is the right option. Okay, you have to use elimination way. Elimination way is the best option if you know the question very well. Okay, if you don't know options, if you know the question perfect, you have to use elimination method. Okay, yes. Next question. Blood through the arteries is due to, blood moves through the arteries due to. What is the changes in the arteries or veins? Okay, blood moves through the arteries due to. What is the difference between arteries and veins? Okay, blood are more pressure in the arteries than veins. Okay, arteries are carry forward the blood from the heart to organs, and there is a veins from the organ to heart they can carry forward. Okay, in that way artery, the blood which is resources of the heart, they can pump the blood directly into the arteries. In that way there is a more pressure in the arteries than veins. Okay, yeah. pumping action of the atria, negative pressure in the veins, elastic recoil of artery walls, contraction of skeletal muscle. This is irrelevant option about that blood. Okay? Yeah, remove it easily. Okay? Pumping action of atria, negative pressure in the veins. This is also irrelevant option in this case. Okay? Yes. Yeah, there are either A or either C. Blood moves. Moves mean create pressure. Create pressure. Okay? If the pressure is created, artery walls they can extend it. Artery walls they can extend it certain amount. This is of elastic, the nature of the elastic, okay, walls. The nature of the elastic walls, because of more pressure is there, more pressure created through the flow of blood. That is why arteries can protect, with their elastic nature. Okay? So, answer is, yeah, answer is C. Okay? This is also thoda innovative question. This is also PYQ question. Okay? Yes. Next question, if come to the next question, which of the following is best describe double circulation? What is double circulation? Okay? Double circulation mean it is about the pulmonary circulation and systematic circulation. Systemic circulation. Pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation comes together, we can call double circulation. Pulmonary circulation, which is pulmonary, pulmonary is the term which is relevant to the lungs, pulmonary belongs to heart. There is a circulation which is carry forward oxygenated blood into the deoxygenated blood, deoxygenated blood into the oxygenated blood. There is a circulation between the heart and lungs called pulmonary circulation. Systemic circulation, which is heart to the body other organs, they can carry forward from the heart to the organs which is oxygenated blood. From the organ to heart there is a deoxygenated blood carry forward from the heart to other organs is a systemic circulation. Okay. Here the blood passes twice through the heart in one cycle. The blood passes twice through the lungs, not lungs. Okay. Yeah, it is lungs. If it is lungs, only we can call pulmonary circulation. Okay, pulmonary. So you can easily eliminate this B option. Okay, blood passes through the kidneys to the heart. This is irrelevant. This is systematic circulation. Renal artery, which is carry 1/5 of the blood only. 1/5 of the blood carry forward through the renal artery. So easily you can eliminate option C. Okay, blood mixes to the ventricle before the circulation. It is nonsense option. Okay, easily eliminate this option. Okay, twice mean 2, double. Okay, yeah, heart in one cycle it can be twice, they can circulate through the heart. Okay, I will show the guys, don't worry. This is heart, Don't laugh at my diagrams. I can make you concept perfect, not to make the diagrams perfect. Okay? Yes. Yeah. This is the lungs. Okay? Lungs, heart, and other tissues, other organ, body organ, okay? Yeah, if the blood which is oxygenated blood enter into the heart from the pulmonary vein, they can carry the blood from lungs to heart, deoxygenated blood. Into the heart. Okay, from the right atria they can carry into the left atria to left ventricle. The blood which is enter into the aorta, systemic aorta, they can carry into the oxygenated blood, they can carry into the organs, body organs, they can utilize the oxygen, they can produce the deoxygenated blood, that is enter into the heart right atria. This is veins, okay, veins, vena cava. There are different kind of veins from the different kind of organs. They can carry forward deoxygenated blood into the largest vein, which is vena cava. Okay, inferior vena cava, superior vena cava. Inferior vena cava, lower part of the organs they can carry forward, and superior vena cava, upper part of the organs they can carry forward into the deoxygenated blood into the right atria. From the right atria, this blood enter into the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, the blood goes to the lungs. This is deoxygenated blood. Here you have to look into here. Just look into here. There is a circulation between heart to lungs. There is a circulation between heart to tissue. This is the systemic circulation, heart to tissue, heart to other organs, tissue nothing but other organs. Heart to organs is systemic circulation. It is one circulation. And heart to lungs to heart, this is pulmonary circulation. Heart to lungs to heart, or heart to lungs. Lungs to heart and heart to lungs. Pulmonary circulation. This is about double circulation, guys. I hope you guys understand this. Yeah, if come to the next question, I hope you guys understand. Take a screenshot if you want. Next question, accession and regions. Yeah, guys, there is a complexity will increase every year. The question paper maybe accession and regions will increase in future. Okay, you have to be conceptually perfect each and every topic. That should be mandatory. Every year there is a question, difficulty will increase. Okay, yeah. Of course, 2026 there is a increase of difficulty level. Yeah, the wall of the right ventricles are thinner than those the left ventricle. Okay, yeah. The reason the left ventricle pumps blood into the systemic circulation. Of course, yeah, I will give you the diagram. Okay. This heart, guys, okay. The blood flow from body parts to right atria first. After that, there is a wall which is the blood flow into the deoxygenated blood flow into the right atria, right ventricle from the atria. This is the blood carry forward into the lungs. From the lungs can purify the blood and they can carry the blood into the left atria. From the left atria, this is the bicapsid wall. There is a blood flow into the left atria, left ventricle. This is the left ventricle capability to carry all over the blood which is filtered in the lungs. So, this can be distribute the blood throughout the organs, all organs. In that way, this left ventricle walls are, there is a huge thicker, okay, this is the thicker walls, okay. Thicker walls than this ventricle, right ventricle. Right ventricle is thinner, all over this thinner, okay. Left ventricle itself thicker, because of they can carry forward the blood, okay. So, the walls of the right ventricle are thinner, right ventricle is thinner than those of left ventricle. This is the statement, right? Why? The left ventricle pumps the blood into the systemic circulation. Other organs mean systemic circulation. Systemic circulation, okay. Yeah, this is A. Assertion and reasons are true, or is the right explanation for the A, okay. Answer is this one, guys. I hope you guys understand this. The state where the rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of backward reaction. Yeah, if come to the next question. Yeah, a person loses is large amount of blood due to the injury. Which component must be restored? The first maintain the circulation. Guys, this is the very innovative question for coming NEET. Innovative question. and application oriented. Application question. Okay. A person loses large amount of the blood due to injury. Which component is must restored first to maintain the circulation? Who can take the responsibility if the blood losses? If the blood losses, who can take the responsible? Guys, red blood cells, if the blood loss, obviously, if the blood loss, RBCs also loss. Also loss. This is wrong. Obviously, if the white blood cells is based on immunity. Based on immunity, they can release and the composition of the blood, if come to that, blood plasma 55%, blood cells are 45%. This 45% is loss due to injury. So, first statement and second statement absolutely worthless, and platelets where it is 3.5 lakhs only. How they can maintain circulation? Platelets do not at all maintain the circulation because of their that is clotting factors. So, obviously plasma is the right answer. Plasma is right answer because of 95%, 92% water is there in the plasma. This is can be circulate. This is can be circulate. Okay? Yeah, I hope you guys understand this. I hope you guys understand this. Guys, today's session is over. Tomorrow we will take more innovative question for this circulation chapter. I hope you guys stay in this NEET world. Guys, NEET world providing online teaching, online courses like long term courses online for the 3,333 rupees per month. We can provide the exclusive NEET topics all over we have to cover within the 6 months, and we can provide material. We can take the exams every weekend. Okay? We can make you perfect for the only 3,300 rupees per month. Okay? Guys, you have to subscribe NEET world and you have to contact NEET world for any information regarding long term. Okay? We will provide long term online based and offline mode. Okay? Thank you.